welcome back. Another week, another show. It's Geekonomics. Marc and Bryon and Josh in the background. Here with you to talk about all things going on in the world of nerd. A lot of stuff went on. We had a bunch of stuff happen. Andor season finale, series finale even. Last of Us happened.
Yes.
We did stuff as well that we're going to talk about as well.
Yes.
But of course, we're going to wrap up the show with the Geekonomics Wrestling Challenge. Saturday night's main event picks will be happening at the end of the show, so stay tuned for that.
It's crazy to think that we're going to go into this, come back next week, have the results
straight into Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank.
Which we'll have to not watch because it'll be at D&D.
And Money at the Bank, is that the same day the other Worlds Collide is happening?
Correct. So I'll have to miss both of those.
But Worlds Collide, we're doing picks on that too.
Yes.
Because I am watching the NXT.
Yes.
So I will have some knowledge behind it. But correct me if I'm wrong, I'm assuming by the title, is this the first time they've ever done this, Worlds Collide?
No. They've done it before.
It is WWE and NXT people just going head to head.
Yes. And AAA.
In AAA, they just acquired.
Yes.
So there's really no big stories that would really help you figure out who could win.
No, they might just throw things together. There might be some stories in there, but it's going to be a lot of just like randomness.
Okay. Yeah. That makes me feel good.
Yeah. Yeah, because they're doing their big show, I think, this weekend. Battleground. So
I'll be watching.
They'll be going into that, and then Worlds Collide will be like the throw.
I got a lot of wrestling to watch.
But AAA is its own independent show. It's not like Worlds Collide is the overall name, but I think if I remember correctly, AAA is their own event.
Yeah,
and
I think they're going to be having
has its own event.
Like matches inside. The three of them will have matches at Worlds Collide.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to be like cross promotional matches. Not like
I think also AAA has its own. That's the 2:00 event, right? And then 3:00, and then NXT's at night, right?
No,
or is
I thought it was two
separate. I thought it was two separate shows.
No. Worlds Collide is the same day as Money in the Bank.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so it's the
You're thinking
Collide.
Battleground.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Battleground has its own thing.
Battleground is 8 at 5 p.m. on Sunday.
Yes, because you have Saturday night main event on Saturday.
Yeah.
And that'll be on the Peacock.
So, yeah, Worlds Collide will have NXT and AAA matches.
And WWE.
No, it just says NXT and AAA. No WWE at Worlds Collide match.
Oh, well, they had the logo on there, so that's why I figured they were...
But NXT is WWE, so
maybe that's what they're saying. Like it's
and they might have some WWE people coming.
I think some WWE people will be on the show. Yeah. Like main roster folks will be on the show.
Yeah,
I'm assuming you're gonna get like the Rey Mysterios, the Pentagons, or Pentas, Rey Phoenixes, those kind of guys.
Yeah, you get the crossover to tie in with Triple H.
Legado del Fantasma. Yeah. Andrade.
All right.
Americano.
Do you think we'll see any of the new signees? Like was it Vikingo and
they'll be on there for sure. And, I think
what
the
about
big
their
guy
champion?
Will be on there. He might be on there.
You think they're gonna have Del Rio?
Yeah, well he's be Patron.
Yeah.
Alberto de Patron. He'll be on there because he signed.
Yeah.
So
should be interesting.
Yeah. Another story for another day.
Yes, because we don't have much time.
Not much time. We gotta whip through the show. We got stuff going on today.
All right.
A lot going on.
I will mention this.
Yes. How was the townwide tag sale, Bryon?
I don't know. I didn't go.
Oh,
it's the first year.
I thought it was this year, wasn't it?
It was. We didn't do it.
Oh.
We didn't do it.
Wow.
I know.
The girls went. They bought a bunch of coolers and stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, they're usually the first person to sign up.
Well, I've sold in the past, but this year, we just didn't go. We have too much stuff.
I thought you would have sold.
Oh, no. Because
could you have too much stuff?
I wish I had the time. I just didn't have the time and energy. Too many things going on that I got to worry about. So to add on, just too much. Yeah. This weekend we actually have the window guys coming to replace 2 windows, which is going to be a big thing because we got to. That's where our money's going, and that's
got to wrangle the cats together. And
we got to move a bunch of stuff. Yeah.
It's an event.
It's an event.
I've been there.
But speaking of events, Mark.
Yes, Brian.
We have an event coming to Enfield, Connecticut, June 28th. It's a Saturday night.
Yes, we do.
Tickets go on sale this Thursday at 7:30 p.m.
Yes.
It is the Blitzkrieg Pro Luau.
Yes.
And it's going to be the big one, baby.
It is.
Priscilla Kelly, a.k.a. Gigi Dolan.
Or Priscilla Priestley.
Priscilla Kelly.
Is that what her name is?
That's what it says right here.
I'm thinking of B. Priestley. That was
Priscilla Kelly, FKA Gigi Dolan.
Formerly known as.
Yeah. Yeah. I've never seen formerly known as like that. I was like, did they have a stroke when they wrote AKA?
Because she's not also known as. She's formerly known as.
Yeah, because
if she was still in WWE, she'd be also known as.
Right.
But now she's no longer in WWE, so she's formerly known as.
Yes, I gotcha. I've never seen FKA
Well, now you know.
before.
These are the things you learn.
Never seen it before.
Well, no, they get used to it because you're going to see a lot of them.
Yes.
So there'll be more being coming. So
Dijak will be there. CPA will be there.
CPA will be fighting
formerly known as Damien Dijak.
Wait, Cruel is going to be fighting CPA?
Yes, he won He won Saturday for the number one contenders match.
Oh my God!
So CPA mentioned that on his Facebook that he will be fighting Cruel for the championship.
Wow!
At the Luau.
Wow! This is going to be epic. Mark, you and Josh, you can't miss this. This is going to be amazing.
I'm honestly going back to that qualifying match weekend. Yeah. I'm surprised no one jumped off the upper level because they did it in the mall.
Yeah, I think it's different people that run the place.
It's insurance liability.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. So.
Yeah, Cruel. What about the tags? Did that switch or did that stay?
I don't know. It's the only one I found out about was that one because CPA put it on his Facebook.
So also Charles Mason.
Yes.
My favorite tag
team. He's the guy
who
fought Cruel at the last show we were at.
Yeah.
Yes.
Becca and TJ Crawford.
Yes.
And then WWE ID prospect Bryce Donovan, who was supposed to wrestle last time.
Correct, but he got pulled out.
And he'll be here in his fan club.
Yes.
And Andy Brown and more.
Yes.
And we think we know and more because they did announce it at the last show. Hauser.
Yes.
From Fantastic.
Paul Walter Hauser.
Thank you. He's going to be at this show.
Hopefully.
So, hopefully. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
I'm buying my ticket this weekend for my brother and myself.
Yes.
I'm hoping you guys will make it.
It's in negotiations as we speak.
Negotiations?
I have. In other words, I haven't brought it up yet.
Mark!
Oh my God!
Mark!
I'm afraid. She watches the show now, so she'll hear about this. But
well, it's June 28th. You got time.
I know, I got time.
But the tickets go sell, and this show does sell out.
No, I know. Josh could buy the tickets, and then I bought last time, so Josh could buy this time.
Yeah, but I can't buy them if you can't go.
No, I mean, it's about a 99% chance I can go.
It's a negotiation.
It's just one of those things I have to just be like, hey, is it okay? And she's like, yeah, whatever. You're already gone anyway.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
So
You're already.
I just got to and it's also my worry is us getting back in time from Lime Rock.
Yeah.
You mean like us leaving early, or if need be, if things don't time-wise don't fall the way we want them to.
I'll check the schedule again, but I think.
Well, the race is at 1.
Yeah, the race is at 1.
If there's weather and such, we're going to be SOL.
Yeah. Now, are you just watching, or are you doing something?
We're not participating. We're not in the race.
I thought you were filming.
No, we're just hanging out.
Oh, okay.
We are going to watch racing.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
We're spectating.
I thought for some reason you were doing camera work or something.
No. Okay. It's not. I mean, it
not that
happen,
far off, but
well,
yeah,
it's not far off. That's what I thought you were doing.
Yeah.
Knowing us, we probably know at least 3 or 4 of the guys that are working the event.
I'm pretty sure I will know most of the crew there, but still, we will not be working.
Okay, so that's interesting. So I hope we all can go again because this is going to be a good one, and I'm very pumped.
I see if Matt's going to go, if he's getting the thing, and then we can get him in. And
I've spread the word on Facebook. I was telling the normal folks.
I saw.
Yeah, so hopefully get a group going.
If Jeremy recruits you like Scott did, he's going to get a lot more people showing up.
What?
Jeez Louise. Jeremy has no idea what he's in for. I told him, I said, once Brian starts sharing it, you're in trouble.
Oh, man. Come on, go, guys.
I'm going to post pillars over town.
Yeah.
Next thing, Blitzkrieg will be sponsoring squirrel fights in the Brian's backyard.
Yes. I know. Come on, let's do it up.
Yeah.
That would be a great cross promotion.
Yeah, I saw your things over the weekend.
What? Why live stream every weekend? So.
You do. It was funny. We were sitting at home, jumping off topic really quickly. We were sitting at home watching YouTube for some reason. I think it was a trailer or something Claire wanted to show me. But on my account, and I subscribed to your Critters.
Backyard Buddies.
Yeah, Backyard Buddies. That's the name of it. And it popped up, and Claire's like, "What is this? And why are you watching?" I'm like, "Oh, that's Brian's thing." She's like, "What?" I'm like, "Yes, Brian live streams his backyard."
Yeah.
She's like, "I have to see this." So we watched a couple of minutes of it. There was like 6 people on.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's also a live chat where people talking. She's like, "What?"
Yes.
It's like blew her mind.
Yes. I have a
group, yeah, Brian's got a group.
I have a group of people who watch every Saturday and Sunday
I have my
morning.
bird buddies out. My bird buddies are back.
Yes, I saw your video.
And my arch nemesis took out my old bird buddy last night.
Jeez, the squirrels or the raccoons?
No, the squirrels.
Yeah.
My arch nemesis is Nemesi. So I had to pick it up out of the backyard this morning to deal with that. So, see, look at that little jerk.
Yep, I know that story all so well, Mark.
Yeah,
that's our whole life.
Mm.
The next day,
your wife loves them, but they're my arch nemesis.
After Blitzkrieg, we have East of the River comic book collectible show right in Enfield, Connecticut, June 29th, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Yes.
$1 to get in. Early bird starts at 9 a.m. 2 floors of dealers, anime, and steampunk tarot card readings by Michelle. I'm saying it on purpose now.
Yeah.
So it should be a great weekend for Enfield.
Yes.
We have a lot of activities happening.
And there'll be some extra space because there's no Matt Ryan at this show. So
no Matt Ryan.
He's on vacation.
Okay.
He's in the Outer Banks.
I will be doing the door.
Yes.
So I hope it's crazy.
I'll just be hanging out.
Are you going?
If I even show up.
Oh, you don't even know.
See what's going on.
Well, I mean, you spent the whole day at Lime Rock and then possibly watching wrestling. I imagine.
That's at Sunday? Yeah, no, I won't be there.
I was going to say, Mark, that's at Sunday.
Nope. I will not be there.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's
not happening.
It's literally back to back.
Nope.
Because also, it's not just one day at Lime Rock. We're spending 2 days.
Yeah, we'll be there from Thursday.
Technically 3, yeah.
Oh, so if you went to the East of the River by Monday, you'd be divorced.
I would be divorced. Yeah. Yeah. So I will not be participating in this shit this time around. And if Matt's not there and you're doing the door now, there's no real need for me to be there. So.
Well, I mean.
Like to work, I'm saying.
Yeah. If you ever wanted to do the door, we could share the area. But if it's up to you.
This is enough area of sharing right here. I don't need to share any more area with you.
Share the area.
I think I've shared enough area with you in my life.
All right.
I don't think we need to share anything else.
All right. Enough
heterosexual life partner. I don't think I need anything else.
We can share our area.
You can keep your area to yourself.
So I only have 2 shows.
You only have 2 shows?
That I want to mention real quick. I'm in the middle of Scott Pilgrim on Netflix. I'm still loving it.
It's epic.
It's very cool.
It gets better and better.
Oh, speaking of Netflix, they got Sesame Street.
I heard.
Yes. Yeah.
Sesame Street's moving to Netflix. What else?
Yeah. They won't have any money from the government, but they'll be able to still do Sesame Street.
Yeah.
Love that Netflix money.
Yeah. I am watching season 2 of a fantastic show on Peacock. Poker Face is back.
Oh, we haven't started that yet.
First 2 episodes were Chef's Kiss.
Yeah.
That first episode, you guys will know the actress's name. She's in Wicked. She plays the Green Witch. I don't know her name.
Oh,
Idina Menzel?
No. Wait.
Idina Menzel.
Oh, in the actual, you're not talking about the new movie. You're talking about the play.
No, the new movie.
Oh, the new movie.
No, the movie is not Idina Menzel.
It's not Idina Menzel. Idina Menzel is from the play.
She was the play.
In the Wicked.
What's her face there? Yes.
She is in the first
can't remember her
episode of
name.
Poker Face.
I see her face. I can't see her name.
She was amazing.
Search of the Sea.
She was amazing because she
not Ariana Grande.
She plays multiple characters. Anyway, season 2 Poker Face has started off with a bang. We watched the first 2 episodes. The third
Cynthia
episode.
Erivo.
Yes, Cynthia Erivo. Yes, thank you.
Has John Mulaney in it. And new episodes come out every Thursday. And I think there's 4 episodes out already. Definitely check it out. That's all I got to say for what I've watched. Of course, we're going to talk about The Last of Us, but Mark, you watch anything?
Still hasn't watched Andor.
That's on my list.
I did finish Andor.
And what's your everybody's saying this is the best thing since original trilogy.
It is the best thing since original trilogy.
Yeah.
It makes the original trilogy, which is weird to say, it makes the original trilogy even better than it was.
Yeah.
Because it gives it so much more like gravitas and like consequences.
Right.
And they did like I said this literally out loud as the last episode ended. If they want to do more Star Wars in that storyline or whatever, if they don't have the guy who wrote Andor and Rogue One do it.
Well, Tony Gilroy did and Andor.
Yeah, and Rogue One, who co-wrote Rogue One as well.
Yeah.
If they don't hire him to write the scripts, then there's no reason to do it.
Well, he's good at what he does.
He is amazing at writing good Star Wars.
It's funny because he's done other things that just weren't. Josh would have to look it up. But like, he's like Star Wars is obviously not in his wheelhouse.
But he's great at it.
But like, yeah, he's not.
He kills it.
From everything I've heard.
Rogue One stuck the landing on the ending. Andor stuck the landing on the ending.
He did the Bourne stuff.
The Bourne movies, which were really well written and well put together.
He did all of them.
Yeah.
Like all of them. Duplicity.
Yes.
Michael Clayton.
Which is a great movie.
Rogue One, Andor. Yeah. The whole Bourne legacy.
Yeah. So he's had pretty good movies. He's
a bunch of other stuff. Devil's Advocate, The Great Wall, which was
a good movie.
But Nightcrawler, Beirut, Proof of Life.
Yeah.
State of Play, Cutting Edge, bunches. It's just a lot of those like suspenseful dramas.
Yeah, suspenseful.
He does that very well.
Yeah.
It's his wheelhouse.
Yeah,
and he does like Andor was like a fantastic suspenseful drama. Like everyone's story, even though some of them didn't like move on to Rogue One.
Yeah.
They still had like a wrap up of the story, and things were put out there. I'm trying to not say anything that will spoil anything because I want to ruin it for anybody.
Yeah, I gotta watch.
I mean, you're not gonna watch it for 3 years.
But they really put it.
Start it this weekend.
They put the stuff in universe and ended it in a way that doesn't affect it, but does affect
some things. In a certain character's story ends in a way where they could pick up from a character that they debut at the end of the series. That person's story could take over the Skywalker story, in my opinion, and make it more ground level.
Or it would be a good way to transition into the sequel trilogy or even the Mandalorian Grogu stuff. There's definitely people in there into
this bigger story that they're doing. And it would work out very well
if you wanted to keep it more ground level and not Jedi oriented.
Or if you were to kind of like say that this person is that person,
or a person,
like correlate the two people together.
Well, I will watch episode 3, season 1, this weekend.
Yeah, but season 2 was nonstop, like hit after hit after hit after hit.
But now that I know that he did the Bourne stuff, I can see that in the Andor.
Oh, and the fighting and everything.
Even the spy stuff. You know,
the Gorman episode with like the attack on like the revolt on Gorman.
Yeah.
Is probably some of the most brutal Star Wars I've seen, like up there with like Game of Thrones, like brutality.
There's a reason why it's referenced as the Massacre of Gorman.
Yes. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's crazy good. And then like the things they do, and even in the last episode, and the way they send people off to their different places that they will be at the beginning of Rogue One.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally, he walks at the end of Andor. Cassian Andor walks at the end of the show into the very first part of the movie.
Oh, interesting. When he's
it's really cool, Brian. Like literally, he's getting dressed, and you start noticing stuff. You're like,
like he's wearing the outfit he's wearing in the first scene that he's in.
Oh,
and so that's like the cool thing.
He takes off, like his ship takes off to where he starts Rogue One.
Yeah, because he runs into the old guy, those two guys from the original trilogy. He bumps into them, remember? And then he meets up with somebody, information about something.
Right, and that is set. That's
that's where he's being sent to.
Set up.
Yeah, like it's set up at the very end of the series.
So my question is, did you watch Rogue One right after?
I didn't watch it right after. I watched it the next day or two.
Yeah. Because I would be like, I gotta watch
watching Rogue One now.
Watching Rogue One now, like,
so
is
much better.
It's crazy because it was 9 years ago at this point.
Yeah.
And I guess what they're going to do next year in the 10th anniversary of Rogue One is they're going to put out like the Andor movie, like the whole series.
Mm.
And you could like, they're going to put them out together in the theater. So you could watch.
That'd be a lot.
Well, like the last episode.
Yeah.
Like 3 episodes, which is literally like the year before.
That'd
like
be
right before.
Fun. Yeah.
Rogue One, like that last 3 episode movie, basically.
Yeah.
And that's going to lead like right into, like they're going to put them out as like individual movies.
Also, Brian, the year breakdown for because we all know that each 3 episodes is a year before.
Yeah, it's like 4 years. Like this season started 4 years before Rogue One.
But like the way they do it really makes it flow and makes it just impact and set up everything that happens in Rogue One. And it's really good.
It literally made Rogue One a whole different movie.
Yeah.
Like to watch it again now with like this context to it.
Yeah.
It's like
you realize why people like certain people. Why
it's crazy that it all comes
people that
like
don't.
This whole like Rogue One, Andor, everything comes from like the first sentence of the like scroll of Star Wars.
Right.
New Hope. Mm-hmm. It's like people died to find these plans.
Yeah, to get the plans.
And it's like this is the whole like how it all began, basically the beginning of the rebellion and how it all started and everything. And yeah, it's crazy. They did a very good job with it.
All right. Well, if I will watch it in the next month.
Yeah,
and we'll give it the old.
And it's crazy to see how Leia's dad got so fat so quickly.
Well, he got recast.
Yeah,
because they couldn't get Jimmy.
It was Benjamin Bratt.
Yeah, they tried to get Jimmy Smith, but it was a conflict schedule.
Yes, he was filming his own show, so it was just very. It's an ongoing joke. It's like, wow, that guy ballooned up really fast.
He wasn't that fat. The new guy. He was.
No, he's very thin.
Oh,
Jimmy Smith is a little bit bigger.
He's a bigger guy.
Yeah, so it's just kind of funny. It's just like, wow, his weight loss is so crazy on that time frame.
Yeah. So just for memory's sake, the New Hope, it's a period of civil war. Rebel spaceships striking from a hidden base have won their first victory against the evil Galactic Empire.
Yes, that's Scarif. That's the Battle of Scarif, which is the end of Rogue One.
Yeah.
Oh, so that sets up all the Andor stuff. Yeah. And
well, then they talk about the plans.
Yeah.
And the scroll and everything. So that's
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
All right.
Last of Us.
Let's get into The Last of Us episode 6.
Season 2.
Which was the episode a lot of key moments from the game were in it. A lot of moving moments. And the moment this episode started, Allison's already crying. And then at the end, we're both bawling. It was probably... This is going to get them a lot of Emmy nominations.
Well, was
amazing. That porch scene is one of the best scenes.
I will say, and I'm sure Allison might have the same thought process. I'm not sure. I'm not putting anything out on her, but just saying, if you have lost your dad, that episode hits a little different.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say.
Oh, well, yeah. It
or
was...
a parent.
And it was really nice to see Pedro Pascal back as Joel. They actually gave us a lot. The show gave us a lot more in the game. All these flashbacks do happen sporadically, not all at one time, like they did. But it worked because using her birthday as like just to watch her go from
the way to her time.
Yeah, her as a kid. That scene when they go to the museum is really touching, and they did it perfectly. It was like, oh my god, it was amazing. But
and the show just like, and did a great job of showing her immaturity.
Yeah,
and like how her like upbringing has been stunted because of everything that's been going on.
She's
well,
a
just
teenager.
like of the world and how it's been going on.
Yeah.
She was so sheltered where she was that like all this stuff is kind of like you wouldn't take a 16-year-old usually to like a museum and introduce that kind of. But I'm saying, but like with that story, it was very childlike.
Well, yeah, she was a kid. Yeah. He wants to do something nice for her.
And how like she grew up so quickly because of the change from where she was in season 1 to now, like her growth like expedited because of where they're at now as opposed to when they first met.
Well, it's also about her coming to terms with Joel lying to her. I mean, that's the episode. Like,
well, you get the Eugene
thing happened.
Explanation of what that was and everything.
An underlying like.
Well, she had their suspicions of Salt Lake and how that happened.
That kind of solidifies
and that kind of, and then the look where he promises her about the Eugene thing.
Yeah, the Eugene. Did you know who that was? Joey Pants.
Yeah, I knew exactly what as soon as he spoke.
Allison's like,
I was like, Joey Pants.
Why does it look familiar? That's Joey Pants from The Sopranos.
Joey Pants from Goonies.
Sopranos was the last thing I watched.
He was Goonies before he was Sopranos.
Also, The Matrix.
Joey Pants from Daredevil.
No, Joey Pants from Goonies is where he originally.
You know, he used to live in Connecticut.
He did,
and he got hit by a woman in a van.
He did, and then he moved.
I don't know if he moved, but this woman hit him
after he got hit by the van. He moved.
It's
he
a
didn't
funny
move
story
when he got hit
tells.
by the van because he didn't get out of the way.
The woman who was driving the van got starstruck by him.
Joey Pants.
hit him.
Is that Joey Pants? I think it just hit Joey Pants. You did.
It's a funny story he tells on some podcasts.
Well, you know.
Anyway, the whole episode was well done because it answered some questions about Eugene. We also learned more about what happened, why there was a wedge between them, why Ellie grew away from Joel.
Well, she's just also getting older, and you just get older, you kind of distance yourself from your parents.
Well, it was a combination.
Well, it was a teenage thing.
But the lie.
Yeah.
And then the fact that she felt like her purpose in life could have saved people. And he took that from her. That is the big crux. Yeah. That's the crux of the thing.
Yeah.
He basically says that because I loved you.
Yes.
And I would do it again.
Yeah.
And she's like, you're selfish.
Yeah.
I want to. That's the last conversation they have before he dies.
Yeah.
I mean.
Well, they also did the nice thing of like, because it's from the first episode, you see that part where she just walks by.
Yeah.
And they don't show the rest of the conversation.
Yeah.
So you kind of like go back and see that there was an actual conversation.
Yeah.
And like she did want to, like there wasn't that awkwardness where they hadn't had the conversation.
Yeah.
So I actually get to see that they had the conversation and they were able to come to a somewhat of a better place.
Pulls it out of him.
Well, I know, but she also like says like, I don't know if I ever forgive you, but
I want to try. Yeah.
So at least there was like that.
Yeah.
So there was not like this unspoken thing going on between them.
Interestingly enough, that porch scene is the very last scene in the game. That is the last scene of the game.
Well, that makes sense.
Interesting how they put it here.
Yeah.
It makes sense because
now we're going to go full Abby, which everyone's going to hate.
No. It makes sense because the payoff makes more sense here for motivation. Because
story-wise, it just makes more sense to do it this way.
You can't wait for that payoff 5 years from now.
You had to wait, 2 years or whatever.
They're not going to start filming the next season until next year, they said.
Yeah.
And...
Well, he's doing Mando Grogu, so...
Season 3... Season 3 will be the flip side. You're going to get more Abby. And they said season 4 would finish it all up. And season 4, if it's the third part of the game, is you're back with Ellie, but like it gets crazy.
Yeah. Well, into the episode with her walking towards the theater.
Yes.
Which is after last episode where they ran into the scars and Gina got hit. And
so it's going to be this next episode is going to be action-packed. A lot of things are going to happen. And all I have to say is, even season 3, when they do flip to Abby, which that's what they do in the game, by the end of that, you fall in love with that character. That character is like, you get the motivation behind Abby's motivation. And then you're kind of like, oh my God, I can't. As a player, you're like, this is uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Because you see both perspectives.
Yeah.
You're not just on one narrative. So it's going to be interesting because it's not been done.
It'd be interesting to see how that's taken
on TV.
Yeah.
Like I said, Last of Us, the two, either you loved it or you hated it, but it was
the video game's different
divisive.
because you're playing that character.
Yeah. And the show, you're following
the character. Yeah. It's a little different. So that's the thing. It's going to be interesting to see the difference in how they do it.
The actress playing Abby is really good.
She is. I'm not saying she isn't. I'm just saying I think from the public side of things,
it's going to be hard.
It's going to be a hard,
just like the game,
hard push.
You watch Abby kill a character people love.
Yes.
And then you're expected to sympathize with that character.
Yeah.
It's a hard pill to swallow for a lot of people.
Yeah. The thing they did do, like you said, by putting that at the end of the game scene here now, like Joel actually like admits that like he's expecting retribution. Like he knows what he did is not going to go. I'm going to pay for what I did someday, somehow.
Yeah.
So it was like he knew it was coming. He just wasn't sure when. Like, I'm sure he didn't think it was going to be the next day or whatever. But you know.
But he knew what he did was wrong.
He knew what he did was wrong. But he would do it again because he thought of Ellie thinks of Ellie as his daughter.
Yeah.
Whether that's right or wrong, that's just how it is.
Oh, it's going to be good next week. It's going to be so good.
Well, this Sunday. Yeah.
This Sunday.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I feel like the weeks have been flying by. I feel like, holy smokes.
Yes.
Because
coming up besides East of the River and the Luau in like 2 weeks is Heartbeat Music Festival.
Yes.
Yeah. Which we'll be talking more about next week. We'll be giving out the full list of all the bands that will be participating. We'll have a whole lot more to talk about because that'll be like the week beforehand.
Oh, my Lord. Anyway, Last of Us Episode 6 was amazing.
Yes.
It was probably like for me, personal 10. It was my favorite episode of the season. Yeah. Absolutely loved it. I really hope the final episode is as long as this one. This was an hour. I want an hour or more for this final episode. Long one. Yeah, I want an hour. Yeah. Please. They got a lot to pack in. Just give us room to breathe.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got to move on.
We got to move on to.
It's now time for the Geekonomics Wrestling Challenge.
Saturday night's main event is happening this Saturday.
Oh boy!
So we're gonna go through some picks. We also have some bonuses. The sheet will be up on the Facebook page. So if you want to play along, please do. We do have a couple outside competitors from the show.
Yeah, I will be making sure.
That are
Jen's got 7 points.
Hard challenged.
And Claire
has 4, and she's very angry about it. She's coming for Jen. She's going to take her down.
All right, we'll keep...
In honor of me, because I can't take Jen down, so my wife's going to do it for me. So take that. You're never coming on the show either. So moving on. Starting off with the match that I do not care two hoots about. R-Truth versus John Cena. We'll go to you, Brian. Who do you think is going to win this match?
It's going to be John Cena, obviously. Yes. I was talking to my grandfather and my brother about this past weekend. Mm-hmm. And it's sort of like R-Truth kind of represents the babyface John Cena, the good guy John Cena. And I think there's a lot of rumors and chatter, and I don't really know how much I buy into this, but with this match, I could see it.
Yes.
And the press junket that happened that caused this match to happen, John Cena flipped R-Truth onto the table.
Yes.
R-Truth is like, he did an interview on SmackDown basically saying, this isn't John Cena. This is not the John Cena I know.
Yes.
I don't know who I'm fighting, but this is not the John Cena.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people think, and maybe that R-Truth is the mirror, the polar opposite of John Cena right now. He's what John Cena used to be. And maybe a lot of people want to believe that John Cena will go back to babyface before he retires. And the R-Truth match could be the beginning of that heel turn. I don't know. I would like to believe so.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be entertaining. John Cena's going to win. I don't see any world where R-Truth wins this. So anyway, that's my long-winded thing.
Josh, who you got?
I think it's going to be No, it's going to be Jackson.
That would be awesome.
It would be cool to see him win it just to screw everything up, but I can't see them doing it.
Yeah.
Just because R-Truth has won championships before when he wasn't. Ron Killings won the NWA championship? Yes. So
and
it would
TNA
be
championship as well.
Yeah. So that to me is that would be cool.
Yeah.
But not now. No.
Yes. And it's not for the belt anyway.
No,
so
it's not for. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, this is just the way to further the hatred of John Cena.
Yes.
And to introduce whoever is going to be the person that's going to come after John next, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say John's going to win this one as well. Moving on, we have the CM Punk and Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker and Seth Rollins. Who you got, Brian?
This one's easy. It's going to be Braun Breaker and Seth Rollins. Hurts my heart because honestly, CM Punk and Sami Zayn are two of my top favorite wrestlers.
Mm-hmm.
And in a world that I would be
in a world that has gone
in the
cold.
world where I'm Karen Cross.
In a world.
Karen Cross?
Karen Cross is.
You said Karen.
Carrion Cross.
Yes.
Sorry. I would make CM Punk and Sami Zayn win. But story-wise, Braun Breaker and Seth Rollins, right now there's this narrative where
they're building
they're building the faction.
They got to take these guys out. So it's going to be
we got to build
Breaker.
towards a Survivor Series match.
Yeah.
So we got to get going. It's November, so they got to start getting this going here.
Yeah.
All right, Josh, who you got?
I think it's going to be Braun and Seth as well, but I almost feel like it's going to be one of those things where Sammy and Punk are winning, and
the third member.
I have a feeling the third member is going to show up. Whoever it is.
Guy.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm saying Breaker and Rollins as well, and I think the third guy will be Sami Zayn.
Oh, you think he's flipping?
There's talks about that, but I don't know.
Do you think he'll pull an old school Cody Rhodes and go out to, what was it against Holly when he was tag team with Hardcore Holly, and then he joined DiBiase?
Yeah.
He turned on him?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's gonna be that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Moving on, we have the steel cage match. Damian Priest against Drew McIntyre. The finality of this never-ending battle between these two.
I like Damian Priest. I like Drew McIntyre. I enjoy them both.
Good to know. Who are you picking?
WrestleMania, who won? That was
Drew McIntyre. I kind of feel like, because they say we're going to put an end to this. And Drew did lose against CM Punk in the cage match. Yeah.
I think it would be odd if Drew wins again. I'm going to give it to Damian Priest for this one. I hope it's better than it was the WrestleMania match, because the WrestleMania match was okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't the best, though.
Yeah.
They did have the standout section of the Fatal 4-Way.
Yes.
But
then that got botched at the end. Well, not botched. Drew got hurt. So
Drew got hurt.
Couldn't finish it off there, so they have to finish it off here instead.
Yeah, I'm going to give it to Damian Priest because I really feel this is going to go. This is going to go again. I think they're going to wrestle one more time.
Oh, God. Okay.
Damian Priest.
Josh, who you got?
Unfortunately, I do agree with Brian about this. This is not over. And it will come up again on this sheet of how this isn't over, in my opinion.
Okay.
But I think Damian's going to win.
All right. Well, this is the first one. We're going to go different because I'm thinking Drew's going to win this one, and we're going to put this to bed. Never hear from this ever again.
Yeah, right.
Because I am done.
So lucky.
I am done hearing about these two going at each other. So Drew McIntyre, which I'll probably be wrong, but whatever. It's 1 point.
That's fine.
The big match. The only 2-point match in the whole card.
No, John Cena, R-Truth.
That's not for the title.
Not for the belt.
Oh, it's not for the belt.
No, it's just a regular match. It's just a battle.
It's just a regular match. Just
That's what I mean is
a blood feud match.
If it was for the belt, I'd want it to be R-Truth.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it would just be hilarious.
It's not.
But you can't have your champion losing a non-title match.
No, you can't. So, the World Heavyweight Championship, Jey Uso against everyone's favorite, Logan Paul.
Boo.
We'll go to Josh first for this one. Let's change it up a little bit.
Jey Uso. No.
All right. Brian?
It's going to be Jey Uso.
All right. So there's a little voice in my head that keeps telling me Logan Paul.
Oh, I had that same voice, but no.
And I don't know why it keeps telling me Logan Paul. I don't know if it's because their plan for Money in the Bank is whatever it is, and Logan Paul would make sense for that person that's going to win Money in the Bank. But I just can't pick him to win anything. So I'm going to say Jey Uso and hope I'm wrong about the Logan Paul thing.
Okay.
And hope that little one clip from that Netflix show of Hunter saying, we're going to put the belt on you and skyrocket you to the moon, means that they're not going to murk him out to Logan Paul at a Saturday Night Main Event.
I hope not.
Yeah.
I hope not.
I hope not either. But
also to have it change,
in the back of my head.
like even if he was fighting somebody else, have it happen where he loses the belt at Saturday Night Main Event.
No, yeah,
it just doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. Yeah, doesn't make sense at all. But you never know. We could all be wrong.
We got some bonuses.
We got some bonuses. Who will qualify for the men's Money in the Bank match? So with this, you're going to pick 5 guys.
Yes.
You're going to get 1 point for each one you get correct, which equals up to 5.
Mm-hmm.
And if you so happen to get all 5 correct, you will get additional 5 points as well.
So
it could be 10 points available.
All right. So 1 each, and then if you get all 5, you get 10 points.
Correct.
Right.
Which, obviously, this bonus, we're not going to really... No, wait. Money in the Bank is next weekend.
Yes.
So we're going to
know pretty quickly.
But the problem is we don't know... We only know one person from each right now.
So that's why there's 5
So
spots.
but that's what I mean. It's a crazy amount of people who are going to be put into this match in a week.
Now, here's a quick question.
Could be 2 weeks.
Tonight is a Money in the Bank qualifying
match.
But who's in that? Do we
Ray
know?
Phoenix.
Well, this is good to know because I looked it up. It doesn't say. On the
They announced it last week. It was Ray Phoenix. It's... Oh, gosh. I want to say...
I'm looking. Money in the Bank qualifying matches continue. And it doesn't even give you who's...
Tonight's show, we'll see Jey Uso collide with Braun Breaker in a non-title match.
Yes.
AJ Styles and Penta will go against each other, join forces against Finn Balor and JD McDonough.
And same, Sheamus and Grayson Waller.
Yes.
Yeah, Sheamus, Grayson Waller.
But it doesn't give you the Money in the Bank.
There's nothing else.
Yeah, isn't that weird? Because I was trying to figure out who tonight
That's what
was.
it is. I'm looking at it right now, and it's only talking about...
Oh, that was Solo.
Logan
I was thinking
Paul's...
Ray Phoenix was in the match with Solo. And Jimmy. That's what it was.
That's what I mean.
So they haven't announced him yet.
No.
So you really are shooting darts.
That's what it is. This is completely blind.
You're throwing darts in the dark here.
Ah, boy.
That's what it is. I tried to look it up, too, and there's nothing.
So it could be anybody.
Yeah.
You could literally just pick from anybody.
I tried to write down mine because I know we're time crunching.
Yes.
You want me to go first so Josh can write his down?
I already wrote mine.
You did too?
I just basically drew from a hat.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
There's 2 that well, here, I'll go first.
Yeah, Josh, go first.
I put in Damon and Drew just because I don't think it's over with.
Ugh.
I know, but I have a feeling something was supposed to happen at the 4-way, and this match tonight, Saturday night match, is only to make up for that. And they're going to be in, they're not going to end it, and it's going to be a whole thing.
Yeah.
Then I think LA Knight's going to be in it just because it's sort of the progression of
moving
everything.
him up from the...
Yeah. And then the 2 other ones I think are going to be in it just to be funky. It's going to be Sammy and Braun. So I'm just literally just drawing from a hat, but I have a feeling with stuff going on that it makes sense for the men's to have that. Yeah.
Okay. You want me to go, Mark?
Yeah.
Sure.
For me, I was toying around between Braun but I was like, you know what? It doesn't make sense right now because he's kind of working with Seth Rollins. And LA Knight for sure, because I agree. We can move him up. Carmella Hayes, Penta, Finn Balor, because I feel like if Finn has a shot at the belt, that would be interesting. That would be very interesting if he used the belt, the case against what's his face, and Drew McIntyre. I think
he won't use it on Dom.
Wouldn't it though?
No,
you don't think so?
No. Just give a shot at a world championship match. Why would you go after the Intercontinental?
Yeah,
belt?
but because there's that tension.
No.
Well, anyway, I think Finn. But if Finn were to move up, then Dom could get jealous. It could split up the Judgment Day. I don't know. But those are my picks: LA Knight, Carmelo Hayes, Penta, Finn Balor, and Drew McIntyre. Mark, what you
got? My 5. I'm gonna start off with Karrion Kross.
I thought about that too.
Just because I think it's just a way to
about time
to give him some kind of something.
Yeah.
I also am throwing in Sami Zayn in. I'm also gonna throw Logan Paul in.
Wow.
Because he's gonna lose at Saturday night's main event, so this is gonna be like his he's the high flyer guy that
and he wants the belt.
Yeah, and he's the high flyer guy, so they could throw him in this. Then I'm gonna go with Seth Rollins, because Seth Rollins having the case, and he could cash anytime he wants on Jay.
Yeah.
Or Cena.
Yeah.
And my 5th person, a returning Randy Orton. This is how you get Randy back into the John Cena situation.
But is he gonna be up for a year supposedly?
No, Randy Orton isn't.
Oh, I'm thinking Kevin Owens.
You're thinking Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
Randy just lost the match and they haven't seen him since.
Yeah.
But why not bring him back here, qualify him in, then give Randy the briefcase, and then Randy can cash in on Cena whenever he wants.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Always have him hovering around Cena.
Like a snake.
Like a snake ready to jump
Yeah,
at
the
any
voices
moment.
thing, that was also my thought with, you said Seth, I'm like, Seth has had it so many times, and when he has had it, he's been a menace with it.
Yeah.
So
that's what I'm thinking. Like that's like that'd be a great story thing for him to have it, because then he could have his guys going after Jay all the time, knocking him down, or whoever the champion is. I also thought about Gunther, but I think he's got a different story going.
Yeah.
Finn's got the Dom story going on, so I didn't throw him in.
Yeah.
So
interesting. I like how we all kind of different people.
Kind of different, but kind of the same here and there. Now the women's side, on Friday night, Alexa qualified.
Yes.
So Alexa Bliss is off your chances of putting into this.
Yeah.
So 5 women to go for the women's Money in the Bank.
Now here's my only problem with this. There is no Raw women left that aren't hurt or that aren't active. Because I even looked it up.
Becky?
You have Becky, Maxine, and that's about it. That's not either part of a tag team or hurt.
Yeah, well.
That's what I mean. Is it's sort of...
That you know of.
No, I'm just going off of the active roster that I know is on Raw. Trying to pick someone for Raw to represent the Raw side of it. Outside of... Like I said, Becky, maybe Rhea. So it's so who do we pick? I was just opening that up for you guys of what your thought is on it.
I'm changing mine as we speak.
I know.
I just changed one. Well, once we read them,
I know
they're on the record.
That's what I mean. It's I have.
You want me to go first?
You go ahead, but I just want to say something.
I can go first.
I
don't usually go
first. I have
first,
5 written down, and I might be scribbling myself.
All right, I'll go first. I never go first. I'll go first.
Go ahead.
Mark,
I got Charlotte.
Okay.
There's a standoff there with Alexa.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a good caveat to get her involved.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also throwing Julia in, because there was that Julia coming in, and she's a new person, so why not throw her in there? With that, Roxanne goes in, because she's on Raw, so she is healthy. And then I'm going to throw Nia in, because she just lost to Tiffany. And she's going to want a way to get back into this.
Yeah, and a good revenge story from last year.
Revenge story. And if you're paying attention when Nia was coming out, in the background, she also interfered in the match Friday night. Naomi. I'm going to throw Naomi into this.
Yeah.
So that's my 5. Charlotte, Nia, Naomi, Roxanne, Julia.
Those are good picks.
But Mark,
they could all be wrong.
That's basically all SmackDown people.
Well, Roxanne isn't.
You won. That's what I mean. It's like, it's...
I mean, that's what I'm saying. It could be different. They might not have all 5 of those, but it's bonus points, so who cares?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's shoot your chances and see what happens.
Yeah, I'll go next. I agree with a lot of your picks, Mark. Julia, because she's new. I think Jade is going to be in there.
I thought Jade first. I took her out. She was on my list.
Jade's on there. I had Naomi. I took her out. Becky Lynch, I feel like, why not? Roxanne Perez, because she's new.
Yeah.
And I feel like the new people get in there. And I think Charlotte Flair. So that is my 5.
So see, that was my thing. I thought about Becky. Becky was written on my sheet. I erased it. Because with the whole Lyra situation,
yeah,
it's going to be interesting to see how they play that. Do they strip her of the belt because she's injured, but then you just let Liv take off 3 weeks?
But Lyra, we'll find out tonight.
Yeah, well, she broke her nose.
Yeah, which is not bad.
Not huge, but when
and Nia Jax got hit in the noggin.
That's just a cut.
With
they
a
can
chair.
Stitch that and she'll be fine.
I know.
But yeah, so it's very interesting to see how they play off the injury here. Do they let Lyra keep the belt with the injury, or do they just have to take the belt off her? It really hasn't done anything for her, and she hasn't really done anything for the belt.
I disagree. We don't have to get into it.
All right, so
plain white toast.
What's really funny is I'm not changing my 5 now.
Yeah.
Because, like, just going off of what you guys said.
Yeah.
But I have one different. So I agree with the Julia and Charlotte. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I have Jade and Naomi. I thought that would be a good, but my 5th one was the one I was, like, I wrote it down differently, but my 5th one is Chelsea. I know she's on vacation, but that would be, again, step up possibly because she was USA.
Yeah.
Why not?
And she did a good job with that, so it would be good. Yeah, that's the thing, too. There's so many SmackDown ones that are possible.
Who was on? It was Alexa Bliss, and who was the other 2? I thought it was...
It was Chelsea and...
Meechin. So Chelsea couldn't...
What they do usually, I know that the do thing, is the last spot is determined by all the losers in a Rumble match, like a elimination
like a qualifier
match.
Rumble, yeah.
So they'll take all the losers, throw them into a match, and whoever...
Because I was like, if she lost, how is she going to get in
whoever's
there?
the last one standing basically gets in.
Yeah, because they got to get this quick.
Yeah.
We're a week away.
Well, 2 weeks.
They'll have
2 weeks, Frank.
They'll have 2 weeks. So they'll have matches tonight. They'll have 2 matches tonight.
2 matches.
Or 3,
1.
depending on how they do it. And then Friday they'll have matches, and then next Monday they'll have matches. They don't usually do them Friday. Friday they will do like the loser match.
Yeah.
Last chance qualifier kind of thing.
Because we'll know that Monday going into it.
Yeah.
That week.
Yeah, I know last year they
we'll
did.
Have a good...
out of the 4 or 5 matches, they did like the people who got pinned went up against each other.
Okay. All right.
But
should be interesting.
They could do it some other way. They usually try to throw some weird last chance qualifier thing out there.
I got to take a photo of this.
All right, let's wrap this puppy up.
Yeah, we got to wrap this up.
So we got a quickie today, quick show. A lot going on, a lot happening. Wrap up the show, and we'll see y'all next week. As always, be safe, be well, be kind.
And please rewind. Please like and subscribe. Good night, Rocky.
See you, Bobby. Night, Howard.
Good night, Howard. And I'm going to bed. I need a nap.
Yeah.